Cool. So life happens. I am not having the best of times right now, so I'm just gonna make a petticoat. I've had this stuff to make it for a minute. I watched some YouTube videos about how to do it like several years ago, so obviously I am just a pro. It's gonna go great. I'm not gonna look up anymore. I'm not gonna just double check. I'm just going to trust my knowledge and my memory, and we'll see where this takes us. This will be fun. See, I don't actually need a petticoat. I'm just making one, and what else am I gonna do at 10 p.m. on a Friday night? Let's go. Enthusiasm.
Alright, voiceover time. First thing you're seeing me do is trying to draw on a stretch knit using a regular colored pencil. Didn't work. Switched to chalk marker. Worked quite a lot better. Worked so well, in fact, that I got pink on my floors. Then I chose to just use the waistband to measure out all of the tiers of the petticoat in the tulle fabric. Every layer, or every tier, I suppose, is made up of 3 layers of fabric that are twice as long as the tier before. Sewing tool, turns out, is trash. My sewing machine doesn't like to. Here's take 2 of me trying to do a gathering stitch on my machine. Wait for it. Excellent. Third time's the charm. Third time went quite a little bit better than the previous times. I almost got all the way to the end. Almost, but just wait. Amazing.
Alright, so we're done with that stuff, so we're gonna take a small intermission for brownies, and I'm gonna teach you how to make an Irish coffee. First step, coffee. Wow. Cool. Next, whiskey. Use Irish whiskey. This is not Irish whiskey. It's about 1.5 shots, which is about what that is. That's my coffee pot telling me it's done brewing. And then cream. The end.
So now I am hand gathering because my sewing machine hates me and hates tulle, which is valid. I only do this for this layer, and I shouldn't have done it for this layer. I should have just done what I do later for the entire thing because it worked really well. But I digress. I hand gather and then I make it the right length to match the waistband, and then I sew the waistband on to the one layer, which I should not have done. I should have waited until I had all of the layers gathered and ready to be sewn on at the same time. But I never said I was smart. Sewing now with the waistband fabric in the way was actually quite a lot more delightful than sewing the tulle just as you would sew tulle, because my machine didn't try to eat it, which was great. I decided to do something different for the rest of the layers. I went through and I thread marked every single strip of the next 8 remaining strips of fabric, I think, and I thread marked them every 1/8. And then when I went to go gather it, I would match up the threads to of one layer to the threads of the other layer, and then I would just kind of hand gather from there, and it worked quite a lot better, even if it wasn't the fastest. It was faster than hand gathering though, and that's what matters. sewing it on, I decided to use toilet paper below the 2 layers of tulle to kind of stabilize it, which worked, but it left this ring of toilet paper in the stitches that I can't get all of it out. I spent real human hours trying to get all of this fabric out, or the toilet paper out, and I couldn't even get all of it, hoping it'll just come out if I ever wash this object of clothing I never plan on wearing. For the next few layers, or the rest of the project, and actually I decided to use just regular notebook paper, because I remember reading that came out a lot easier, and it really, really did. At some point I sewed all of the strips together to be a ring, and then I sewed it all to the waistband, which is the last step. And then I spent so long removing all of the thread marked bits, all of the little white pieces of thread you can see. I had to go in and remove those, because that is not the style choice I was deciding to make. After sewing the waistband on, it was done! Here it is in action. Super cute. Matching your socks is too time consuming. Yeah.
This is what my floor looks like now, and I'm so sorry to my family that's having flashbacks to what my bedroom looked like throughout my childhood.